Must not smoke. A smell of the smoke calls a monster together.
May I hear it? Do residents here endanger us?
I cannot prevent their attack. Inadequacy.
These are Sakichi and Hanshiro. Is it a dog or a bear to have taken them? I do not think so.
The beast eats the soft abdomen first. They do not crush a face. A criminal is a monster.
Do you take the corpse of children home with you?
A day goes down soon. The curse that Ran made for us fades away. It makes us a dangerous state to take their share. Let all the members gather. We must escape from this forest hastily. We confirmed that a child died. I understood the death since before having come here.
I cannot understand. Why did children enter here? They receive education.
What? Is she Momiji? I rarely witness her here. Do you go out, Miss Silverwolf?
Yes. I go on a business trip to the human town. A turn of the Shinken is me.
Is that so? Please try your best to be careful of your health.
Thank you, sir. See you later. here as a destination? Excuse me, are you here? Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I did washing up and back, and it has been late to notice.
I am sorry to intrude on your time. I was dispatched by the Daishin Temple of the Mountain and came over here.
Is it a fault? Are you a new Shinken? Failed. My clothes are not good.
The name's Momiji. Inubashiri Momiji.
Excuse me. I am Mamiya, acting as a shrine assistant officer of this shrine. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
I'm looking forward to working with you. Well,
it informs the room increasing fatigue to talk here. Would you be surprised? A workshop is worn out.
no, it isn't.
Because a god of the mountain comes with much effort, I think that this place should rebuild it. The bath is on the first floor. Public. However, there is nobody elsewhere. Please use the way behind. You arrive at the mall. When you do shopping, a storekeeper reduces the price. Well, I cannot remember the matter saying elsewhere.
Excuse me, where is the good J in charge?
Oops, I forgot it.
I must report the arrival at post to him.
There is not him.
Did he start on a trip?
No. His name is Yamauchi. He becomes old, and legs are inconvenient.
No wonder. He retired. I understood.
Yes. And he did not have a successor. Anyway, the location of this shrine is the remote place of the village.
Then who supervises the ceremony and the festival? Miss Mamiya, you.
I do not have a qualification. Anyway, it is an assistant. However, don't worry. Hekure Rain comes for your appointment ceremony.
What?
I purify it. Please lower the head.
Why did you hit her?
As is expected, she is an ogre.
Why did you not evade it?
I thought that you must not resist it because it was a ceremony.
Hey, Marissa. What the Shinken?
What you do not know is natural. Shinken. Well, let me think about your explanation.
The Shinken is a tradition. Originally, mountaineering asceticism was the beginning. The Yamabushi monk did work called a Yukai in the old days.
Monk who lived in the heart of the mountain was a wolf and symbiosis. My memory.
Now right. They made training on wolf and dispatched you in the human dwelling. It is a service industry. The dispatched wolf was called Shinken, and they exterminated the harmful animal which went down from the mountain. In a human dwelling, it was their duty.
No wonder. You imitate the tradition. And the reason why a white wolf goes down the mountain.
The monster of the mountain points to the evil in a human dwelling and seasons it with a guess, so that there is not it. It is work of our Shinken. In addition, the white wolf is the existence, but the wolf which acted as Shinken got a qualification of god.
Is it the right stuff in the right place? However, is her name Momiji? Is she really a person of such a blood relationship?
I cannot understand your question.
Do not pretend ignorance. The newspaper reporter who is close to her has many secrets. I remember past experience.
Is it that? It is clean, and I live definitely. I promise that I do not deceive everybody. I shoot it, and run in the name of the Shanamaru.
You are unreliable.
Will I be disliked by Rayam? When I fought against her for the first time, I was not able to give seriousness. I guess that it is caused by it.
She is not delicate, sir, as to mind such a trifle. She is in a bad mood, because she is rolled up in a troublesome case now.
Hello, Marissa. Who is the person?
What do you think about?
Miss Mmd. She is Ray-san, a pharmacist contracting with us.
I wish to make your acquaintance.
Excuse me. Just carelessly. Why would I almost use the sword?
She is stained with the smell of the blood sent out. Does Mmd understand the personality that is not common of the reason?
Possibly was it failure to have let those two people meet?
Dream.
Shrine Maiden Hekure?
I heard it from a folks of Yakumo before. When she does monster extermination seriously, her spirit is terrible. Remo seems to totally undergo a complete change like another person. However, they are different. Probably they may pull a trigger without changing an expression.
If you apply for Hope, I can contribute quality except pharmaceutical products. If it is a knife and firearms, I prepare in half day. When you hope for a BC weapon and a tactics weapon, I think that time of 3 days is necessary.
Stop it. The fool who likes war.
However, why is there you here? Your duty is to watch the resident of the mountain. I asked Kozenji. You come off from the rotation of the dog.
This is my normal duties. I watch a Tengu.
What? Me?
No. Fool. This is a guess. There is the guy who committed an evil deed. Mr. Yoshitsun depended on me. Do you understand it? Rubesh.
Rubish? You do not know how to choose words for the boss.
There is not a resident of the mountain in this place. I want to sometimes take a rest.
Okay. Okay then. Please tell a story.
There are a few human beings applying for permission to enter the mountain this year.
Human?
You're right. The number of people of a hunter and the exerciser does not change with an average year. There are few woodcutters.
Few woodcutters. It is a problem. Our income decreases. Direct blow.
Management of the forest becomes insufficient, and a mountain goes to ruin. Therefore I gave subordinates an order to start an investigation. Woodcutters who always climb the mountain. They possessed such a paper.
Is it something? The price of wood slumps. Please reduce the number of trees to fell.
The Association of the Woodcutter published this. It is written like that.
Wait a minute. All the letters written on this paper are the same things. This is not type printing. It is a handwritten letter. And I know this smell.
You noticed. Yes. It is a copy.
Then is this a thing printed in the studio of the Kappa?
I was not able to identify a client by the investigation into studio. However, it is easy to suppose that it is Tengu. I asked the Woodcutter Association, but they do not ask it for publication of this paper.
It is strange. There is no reason why he intervenes in human wood market price. At least I do not hear. No, the speculation of this year changes at a high standard if said. Oh.
When a market refrained from buying, only one had the shop which carried out a corner. I located it.
Shinmachi South Main Street, Tahiraya.
If their action is only price manipulation, I do not have any problem.
Your arrival was slow. They have obtained a large amount of profit.
The meaning of the words?
The rumor of the human dwelling does not reach the mountain top very much. A larger scale fire occurred week before last. It was the scale that all one ward of image disappeared.
That shop bought up wood. They provide all the wood for restoration construction for granted.
Yes. Their profit is vast, even if you calculate a high stocking expense. Because it is a monopoly.
However, it is a profit instruction. It is not an example as the Tengu is concerned. They should take a method with a little other danger if they play speculation.
There is still the topic of the continuums. The mysterious document exists as well as your belonging.
There.
So, the cause of the fire is arson, and the criminalist Ahariya Salman. It is a newspaper of unknown author.
It is the worst pattern.
Oh, it does not open. If there is such a rumor, their action is natural. Dangerous. Did you find what it was? Hey, where do you go to, Mmdj? Your action includes illegality. Even if it is Shinken, the trespassing is hard to be called the ideal action.
We were late.
It is failure. This is a person in charge of this house. Mmdj, stop. Stay.
Shut up. Call a vigilance committee then it. Investigation is necessary.
Is it investigation?
It is premature that he commits suicide. The present status does not turn worse to there. And where will be his families?
Hello, Racing. I started a medical examination earlier.
Dr. Itokawa, your clothes of today are rough. It is not unusual for my impression.
I went out for a plant collection, but a messenger came over at the time when I just discovered it newly. It is fortunate that it was before corruption begins. He was murdered. It will be certain that his cause of death is death by a hanging. However, the trace that stuck to a neck is unnatural when I pay attention to an angle.
A position is too low. The criminal attacked him from behind and tightened it with a string.
I think that it is a correct answer.
They seem to give a conclusion somehow or other.
You committed a blunder. Though it is a vigilance committee, a mysterious document is sold. You left it.
Please do not say. I intended to strengthen the guard when harassing damage included Ahariya.
No wonder. The enemy brought it to an end before you acted. A right judgment.
They took documents.
It was documents, not cash. Unexpectedness. I think that the judgment is a mistake. It becomes the evidence.
If a criminal is a person in the same profession, they can use documents behind closed doors. I think that it is very likely.
The member of the Vigilance Committee thinks that the trouble in the industry is the cause of the case. Really?
I reach such a conclusion when I guess it from the present conditions. It does not occur to me elsewhere. On the other hand, a disappearance case makes us busy.
Disappearance case?
Oops. There were circumstances in various ways, and published a gag law. Disclosure is useless.
Oh, is the case that Shemu is concerned with the matter?
South. Many child disappears recently. I think that it is a kidnapping. Time to change it to an open criminal investigation now? But the body has been detected. We are rear guards.
It is not a usual experimental disturbance.
Murder case.
I confirmed baggage of the inside. The family does not go out. I cannot discover trace.
The present head of a household was killed. Then his family's in a miserable circumstance equally. A guess. I feel sick.
Besides, the participation of the monster is doubted.
Him? I saw by some purposes of the enemy somehow or other.
His wife. 3 daughters. They were eaten.
Probably it will be so. The scattering. Give a human being money. Give a monster meat. The business is rational and profitable.
Hateful.
However, there are many strange parts. They are careful, but are careless.
My biddy, can you spare me 5 minutes?
You chose this place to urge a woman. It makes a fatal mistake. The lack of your sense is exposed.
The action of you is wrong. We discover a showy event. You invite the result. That is not good. Miss Tengu.
Oh, you know our real nature. But have faith to us. Your eyes rot. Only as for the eyes, I thought, but your brain is similar too. I am wasted at our time when I talk with a fool. Let's return, Mmd'd.
Please say a conclusion earlier. We do not have extra time. I am busy and like you.
A conclusion. The words of the great man. You are obstructive. Return to the mountain. Quietly.
What would you do when I do not go home?
I murder you right now. That was not how I understood it. He say, when Shinken is in the village, it does not hurt a human being.
It is an old story. There was an excellent wolf to a silent hill. The wolf was strong and was beautiful and was serious. Because of bad having been faithful, he did not resist a human being. He has been finally murdered by a bad person. I thought to hear the story. I assume that the fool who does not understand the story picks a quarrel with me. It is not a human. Kill it.
They do not have one ability either. It is only a hooligan. Your sword takes an excessive action.
They showed a blade. It declares war.
You should think about the meaning of the word allowance. Do you not need to run after them?
I used the familiar spirit. Ouch!
What happened in your body?
Familiar was spoiled. Come in.
Hello. I came to send the medicine which you ordered. What happened?
A wound did not seem to be used somehow or other. A jewel of the black art. As a result.
Please show a wound. The conceptual attack can become the fatal injury. The god genus like you manifests it using the influence of the spell. Therefore damage is heavy.
By my knowledge, you do not make a specialty of the medical examination of black art and the inhumanity.
A medical examination of the injured person is work of the doctors. There is not the exception. Your figure does not change with a human being. And you exist in front of me. Then I take treatment same as a human being. It is my duty. A wound is deep. With a quantum beam, I sew it up.
I do not mind. I will leave it all up to you.
Finished. Your wound recovered completely.
You're very kind. Your work is perfect. I do not understand a wound.
This is a medical technology of the moon. A lot of blood relationship of God lives in that place.
It is compensation to use the sword for that I am hurt. The fate that I cannot avoid it.
I do not like swordsmen.
Pardon?
I am a former officer. I have murdered a person. I murdered another person to survive it. I do not make an excuse, but you regard reason as important. Your action seems to grasp a sword for the purpose of totally dying.
Your words are right. However, it is synonymous with facing death to live. I do not miss the eyes. Prepare. Readiness to die. Readiness to suppress. Enemy. Oneself. All people whom there is behind each. I am determined to assume all life. I do not want to forget it.